Video is about something I wanted to follow up through. So if you watch my other videos, there is one video called "How I Miss My Chances with Women," and not asking them to meet up again every time we had a good connection. And that problem, I've been having since childhood. It has been literally like messing up my life. But I always like to think like, hey, even if it gets solved later, maybe it's like also it has its purpose. And honestly, I thought that it was gonna be really difficult to solve it, and I am so surprised at how easy I solved it. The moment that I jumped past the fence of taking action in that problem. That means for me, asking like the woman to meet up again is so like difficult, right? Because like, it's like my whole pride and personality, more than other men, because I had different experiences when I grew up a little bit with women. So it's like a judgmental day, and it's like if I'm feeling confident enough to have a good interaction that leads to other people being attracted to me, I am so afraid of like weirding out women or hearing no, that I'm like not willing to risk my current confidence and shattering my whole personality. And also like one of my biggest fear in that regard is that when I'm having a good conversation, which is required for me to want to ask another person if they want to meet up, one of my fears is that because when the moment comes to ask, I get so stressed out because that's that one unsolved issue. It's like now is the time. I'm so stressed out that because of that, I speak differently and I give a different cringy impression from like being attracted to like, whoa, I was a fucking weirdo in disguise. Yeah, this is why it has always been a problem. But in other times, whenever I was more lucky and the girl asked me or to meet up if I wanted to meet up, or it's rare, but it happens. Or maybe other times, uh, something happened and made it kind of obvious and easy. I didn't have to face that moment of like, wow, asking now. Um, yeah, when I was lucky, it was fine, but I have never really faced that moment. And if you watch my other video, it was really, weird because I started out this journey, posting and everything, and I started to feel better about myself, and as a result, I started to kind of get attention from girls, and then it's kind of sad because when I didn't open for the adventure and like was afraid, like not asked, I was like, okay, I'll just take that nice indication that they liked me enough. When I went home, I really felt bad. I'm like, yeah, but what's the use of that if we're not gonna see each other and connect? And then if I felt afraid, like, oh, I'm afraid to play and risk it and get hurt. So it's self-disappointment. So that happened. But a week after that, it's like I had my redemption chance. I was with this girl. She's an older lady, and I really do like older ladies. I think they're really nice and super smart. And we were connecting well, and everything. And then I look, and we're only having like 2 minutes to go together. And all of a sudden, that monster came up on me and said, yo, this is the same situation. You are not going to get around this unless you face it. And you can't because you're too afraid. And because if you weren't, you would have already done it before. And it's like, wow, I'm like, fuck. But almost like this time I was more afraid to go home with myself, hating myself, more than afraid of actually asking and coming across cringy and disappointing the other person or make her rethink her existence, like, holy shit, how was I attracted to this person, and all of a sudden it feels weird or something, you know. I was like, yo, the fear of not trying is now winning over the other one, the fear of trying. And I don't know why it took me 30 years, but hey, if it works, it works. Yeah, we got close, and I felt like, hey, this is the moment, I have to jump. And I jumped, and I said, hey, would you like to hang out some other time? Maybe like meet up again? And, you know, she said this, like, I would totally, but I have a fiance. And, you know, she was really sincere, and she was really cool too. Like, really, like, we had such a good time. Really very playful, and it was like 10 out of 10, honestly. Or something like that. But to me, I was like, it was a yes to me, because not because she said yes, obviously she said no. Yes to me was like, holy shit, I've done it. And actually, I was lucky enough that it comes out better than I thought. Like, even when I said it, it felt like it, even if someone said no to me, I didn't sound like I was a fucking creep or anything like that. And it gave me so much confidence, you know. I'm like, wow, like, it doesn't matter, like, after this, at least having that one experience that I truly felt like, okay, it felt like it was in its place. Like, why not? It's natural, I could ask it, it's fine. It's actually to find out. It's even, not even to try to get her to hang out again, it's almost like, so I can go home happy with myself, that I did not block the opportunity of saying yes to life. You know, what she does with it, that's her business. But when it comes to my business, have I blocked the doors to myself? And the answer was no, that one time, and full of joy and confidence. And it's funny, because 2 days later, I was driving again, and I met another girl. And, you know, I didn't say anything to this girl. I know, like, I should make a different video, but, you know, right now, honestly, like, that's how I meet girls. It's just through work. I have social work, and we talk, you know. And it hasn't always been like this, because, man, I was not always attractive to ladies. I'm, like, weird and awkward, and it's only now that I kind of, you know, opening up a little bit, and this is why I started to do this, because I really think it's a beautiful moment. I would like to watch it later when I grow older, or someone else maybe. I don't have much time in this video left, so I'm going to summarize. 2 days later, I met another girl, and she kept on telling me how good I was smelling. And, you know, I was like, hey, would you like to hang out some other time? And you know what, I said that because I'm like, dude, I can't believe I can do this now. I can't believe I can say this. Like, you have to understand, like, where I come from, it was, when I want to ask, the light shuts down, off, all black, for 30 years. Unless I was forcing, you know? And now I'm like, dude, I can't believe let me try one more time. Let me just make sure that the first time I asked that girl, he was actually genuine. And she said yes. I tried that second time with that second girl, she was there, and she said yeah. And I was like, wow, it's true. I don't feel awkward anymore asking. That's great. And yeah, long story short, we met up again that same night, and we had a lot of fun. She was really cool. I was cool, and we parted ways. We left it for just what it is, because we are like a little bit different in personalities. But definitely that's how I overcame my fear of asking women about